I wasn't going to connect with Jackie and Shadow, despite receiving about 50 million messages asking me to, but I decided to connect with Shadow and talk to him, and Jackie wanted to share too. So I'm going to read you the conversation. Just before I read it, I just want you to know, if you have no idea who I am or how any of this works with animal communication, please watch my pinned featured video at the top of my page. It will explain a lot of things that you won't understand or questions that you have. So I'm going to read you this conversation word for word. I wrote everything, like I was able to get everything down. So I connected with Shadow. He said, I don't have a whole lot to say. I said, can I ask you some questions? He said, yes, but I don't know if I have the right answers. You can ask, though. Go ahead. I said, are you aware of what happened to Jackie? He said, I know that she is unwell and she is far away from here. She is not close. I do not hear her. She cannot hear me, but we still speak to each other. I said, I think people have said you've called out for her, though. He said, it is a natural instinct one does for their mate. I know she is not lost and she is not forgotten, but she is unwell, and I am aware that she is and I am aware and she is aware that humans are trying to fix it. I said, I want to ask what will happen if she doesn't come home. He said, they can't bring her here so that I know she is gone. If she passes, I will know in my own way. If Jackie passes, I will find a new mate because that is how it works in nature. I said, I thought eagles mate for life. He said they do, but if something happens, it is more likely the male will find another mate to mate with. It is instinctual. You are wondering about the bird that has been seen around here. Will she be my new mate if Jackie doesn't survive? I said I wasn't going to ask. Well, maybe I was. People are very invested in you and Jackie, and they want you two to be reunited and live happily ever after. He said things don't work out like that. Humans created a fantasy in their mind, almost living vicariously through us. This isn't a fairy tale, it is real life, and in real life and in nature, things happen and animals lose their mates, but our instincts overpower our emotions. I am not saying I will not be sad if Jackie doesn't make it. I am saying my natural born instincts will kick in and I will find another mate. You know that animals have feelings. They can feel the same emotions humans can, but wild animals are just wired differently. We still feel emotions the same as humans, but we are not humans and we don't feel them on your same level or the level to which humans feel them. I want people to know that if Jackie doesn't survive, people don't have to worry about me. I'll be okay. I'm an eagle, not a person. I will move on. And those that anthropomorphize me and her will have a hard time accepting that. I'm not the same as you. I don't want humans' lives to be turned upside down worrying about me if Jackie doesn't survive. I love Jackie. She is my mate. We are bonded, but I can survive without her, and I think it's very hard for humans to understand that, especially those so emotionally invested in our relationship and our lives. I am happy that humans have gotten to experience seeing eagles and learning about them up close through us and others like us, but it is still nature, and nature can be cruel. It is not easy being a wild animal. It is not easy being a wild animal and things happen, but we know this. It is just part of what this is, being wild and being free, being in the ecosystem with predators and prey. I guess if there's one thing I want to communicate to you and to those who hear this is to not worry if Jackie does not survive. My life will go on without her, and I will mourn. I've already mourned. She is not doing well. We both know this. But I will be able to move on and mate again, and I hope people will be able to accept that. I said, do you know if Jackie will survive? He said Jackie is in a weakened state. She is fighting, but she is sick. The humans are trying, but it is becoming emotionally trying for them to have this responsibility placed on them, especially with such a global response. The humans are stressed, but they are trying, and we both know that. Jackie can speak for herself, but I know she is grateful for the care she is receiving. However, it is difficult to be in the hands of humans when you are not used to them. Jackie is in your world now, not ours, not mine. And your world for a bird can be very stressful. Jackie can speak for herself, but she is grateful for the care she is receiving while at the same time dealing with being handled constantly by humans and the stress that causes. Minimizing stress is a top priority. And what I saw were those hoods that they put, like you see them put over birds to minimize their stress. He said, but she is still aware she's in the care of humans. I said, are you okay? I mean, are you doing okay right now without her? He said, I am making do. Like I said, it is different for us when it comes to these things. I know that Jackie is far away. I know she is sick. I know she's being cared for. I know the humans are trying to help. I can look out for myself and take care of myself regardless. I love Jackie, but the end of her life wouldn't be the end of mine. I don't think people want to accept that, but it's true. At least this could provide some solace if Jackie doesn't make it. I hope it does. Everyone can know that I am okay. I know what is going on, and I will be okay regardless of the outcome. You should talk to Jackie now. She wants to talk to you. I'll stay by and listen. I said, okay, thanks for talking to me, Shadow. And he said, I'll chime in if I have something else to say. And so I said, Jackie, and she said, I'm here. I wanted to talk to you too because I have my own messages and opinions on what is happening, but I don't have the answers you're looking for. I can't cure me, and I don't know if I will be. People can hope for the best, but should prepare for the worst, so it doesn't hit them in the face if it happens. But I would like to say some things now, so I will. First, I am grateful to the humans caring for me. I know they are trying, I know they are exhausted, and I know they feel a lot of weight on them due to the celebrity nature of myself and Shadow. They are close to breaking down, and I want to extend my gratitude as I know they are doing everything within their power to try and help me. Many people are questioning what they're doing, but my care team, I am in the best hands I could be in for my current situation, and I want people to know I am in the right place and receiving care from the right people. And they are doing everything they possibly can, but it is weighing on them, and I hope that people are kind to them if I don't make it, because it is not up to them whether I live or die. And if I do transition away from this life, it is not because these humans didn't do a good enough job. In the event of my passing, I don't want these people blamed, and I need everyone to know that. I said, do you know if you are going to get better or if you will not get better? And she was silent, and then she said, it is not my place to tell you this, and it is not your place to tell the world my answer. You must let things fall where they may. I cannot cure me, and it cannot be your responsibility to step in and try to fix this. You will not receive the kindest comments from people if you share this, so this will affect you too. I would not put that responsibility on you or anyone. I am not afraid of what is going on around me, but it is different, and yes, it can be stressful, but I am managing. These humans have the best intentions for me, and I know they will not hurt me even when they pick and prod at my skin. I am worried, though, for these people if I don't survive, like a surgeon that loses a patient, but this time the whole world is watching. Please be kind to these people. They are doing the best they can. Although I cannot tell you what my outcome will be, the world should know I am okay with whatever happens. I feel bad for these humans as they are trying so hard and not finding easy answers. The love these people have for an eagle does not go unnoticed. The love that so many of you have for us, this does not go unnoticed either. Your world can't end if ours does. I know that I cried when I read this to my mom. She said, I know that my shadow will be okay if I do not return. I want the world to be okay too. I cannot and will not tell you what will happen, whether I make a miraculous return or a grand exit. People want answers. I can't give them. I guess I just want the world to know that I am okay and we are okay, Shadow and I. Thank you for caring so much about two eagles. I hope we have both made your lives better because you got to know us. Everything will be okay. Whatever happens, everything will be okay. This is it. We have said what we wanted and needed to say. You have our permission to share this. We would love to get our messages out, but you will bear a great responsibility and open yourself to unfriendly comments if you are willing to do that for us. We support you. Thank you for being a part of our journey, all of you. With love, Shadow and Jackie. This is the first time that I have ever cried this is the first time I've ever cried from a session. I had told my mom that I was connecting with them, and she was like, don't do it. Don't do it. It's too much responsibility. But I connected with them, and then I I'm at my parents' house now with my dog because he's too old to be in apartment life. And so I said to my mom, I said, you need to come down here and let me read this to you because I think it's really important that I share this. And so I read it to her and we both started crying at the end. And she said, I changed my mind. You should share this. You should definitely share this. So I don't know what else to say. I don't know if that's what people are going to want to hear or not going to want to hear, but I felt like it was really important to get their messages out, and they really wanted to get their messages out too. So, like I said, if you have a lot of questions, just watch my pinned featured video, but I wanted to do this. I needed to do this, and I hope you guys will kind of just, I don't know. I'm going to end this.